The chief of sages, Narada, replied, "Hear, O Himavan, whatever has been decreed by fate, no one can undo, not even gods, demons, human beings, nagas, or sages. Kahamuni sahimavam tasunubjo vidilika lilara. Deva Danuja Nara Nagamuni Kona Metanihara. Nevertheless, I tell you one remedy. This may avail if heaven helps you. Uma will undoubtedly get such a husband as I have described to you. But whatever demerits I have shown in her bridegroom exist in Shiva so far as I can guess. If her marriage takes place with Shankara, everyone will call the demerits as good as virtues. Even though Sri Hari uses the serpent god Sesha as his couch and sleeps thereon, the wise do not blame him for the same. Even so, the sun and fire absorb moisture in all forms, but no one calls them names. Again, water of every description, pure as well as impure, flows into the Ganga, yet no one calls the heavenly stream impure. Even like the sun, fire, and the Ganga, the mighty incur no blame. Tadapi ekamai kahau upai hoi karai jaudai usahai jasa barumai baraneu tumhapahi Milihi umahi tasa samsayanahi Je barake dosha bakhane Te saba shiva pahi mai anumani Jau bibahu samkara sana hoi Doshau guna samakaha sabukoi Jau ahi seja sayana harikarahi Ku buddha kachutinha karadoshuna darahi Bhanu Krishnanu Sarbarasakahi Tinha kaha mamda kahata konahi Subha aru asubha salila sababai Bahai Surasari ko apunita nakahai Samarata kahunahi doshu gosai Rabi pavaka surasari kinai. If in their pride of wisdom foolish men emulate the great, they are cast into hell for a whole kalpa or lifetime of the universe. Can an embodied soul vie with God? Jao asahi sisha karahi nara jara bibeka abhimana parahi kalapa bari naraka mahu jiva ki sasamana. Holy men would never drink wine even if they came to know that it had been made of water from the Ganga. But the same wine becomes pure when it is poured into the Ganga. The difference between an individual soul and God should be similarly explained. Shambho is all-powerful by nature, for he is no other than God himself. Hence, matrimony with him will prove auspicious in every way. The great Lord Shiva is certainly difficult to propitiate, but he is quickly pleased when penance is undergone. If your daughter practices austerity, the slayer of the demon Tripura, Shiva, can even erase the lines of fate. Even though there may be many a suitor in the world, there is no match for her except Shiva. He is the bestower of boons, the dispeller of the agony of the suppliant, an ocean of benevolence, and the delight of his devotee. Without propitiating Shiva, the object of one's desire cannot be attained through millions of yogic practices and japa, repetitions of a mystic formula. Surasari jala krita baruni jana kabahuna samta karahi tehi pana. Surasari mile so pavana jaise Isa ani sahi amtaru taise Shambhu sahaja samarata bhagavana Ehi bibhaha sababidhi kalyana Duraradhya Payahi Mahesu Asutosha Punikiye Kaleshu Jautapu Karai Kumari Tumhari Bhavyo meti sakhahi tripurari Jadyapi para aneka jagamahi Ehi kaha shiva tajidu saranahi Paradayaka pranatarati bhamjana Kripa Sindhu Sevaka Manaram Jana Ichita Palabinu Shiva Avarade Lahyana Koti Joga Japa Sade. So saying, and with his thoughts fixed on Sri Hari, Narada gave his blessings to Girija and said, Shed all fear, O Lord of mountains. All will now turn out well. Asakahi Narada Sumiri Hari Girijahi Dinhi Asisa Hoihi Yaha Kalyana Abba Samsayata Jahu Girisa. Having spoken thus, the sage returned to the abode of Brahma, the Creator. Now hear the end of the story, how it came about. Finding her husband alone, Meena, Himalaya's wife, said to him, "My lord, I could not follow the words of the sage. If the match his house and his pedigree are without parallel and worthy of our daughter, the marriage may be concluded. If not, the girl had better remain unmarried, for my lord Uma is dear to me as my own life. If we fail to secure a match worthy of Girija, everyone will say Himalaya is dull by nature. Keep this in mind, my lord, while concluding an alliance, so that there may be no cause for repentance." Having spoken these words, Meena laid herself prostrate with her head at the feet of her lord. The Lord of Mountains, Himalaya, replied in endearing terms, "Sooner shall the moon emit flames of fire than the prophecy of Narada should prove untrue." Kahi asa Brahma bhavana muni gayo ajila charita sunahu jasa bayu patihi ekamta paika harmaina nata namai samujhe muni baina jau garu baru kulu hoi anupa karya bibahu sutta anurupa nata kanya baru rahau kuari kamta uma mama pranapiyari jauna milihi baru girijahi jogo girijara sahaja kahihi sabulogo Soy bichari pati karehu bibahu Jehina bahori hoi uradahu Asakahi pari charanadari Sisha bole sahita saneha girishasa Baru pavaka bragatai sasimahi Narada bachanu anyatha nahi. Put away all anxiety, my dear, and fix your thoughts on the Lord. He alone who has created Parvati will bring her happiness. Priya sochu pariharahu sabu sumirahu Sri Bhagavana Parabatithis niramao jehi soy karihi kalyana Now, if you cherish any love for your child, then go and admonish her that she should practice austerity, which may bring about her union with Shiva. There is no other way of overcoming sorrow. The words of Narada are pregnant and full of reason. Shiva, who bears a bull for his emblem, is handsome and a mine of all virtues. Recognizing this truth, do not entertain any misgiving. Shankara is irreproachable in every way. Hearing the above words of her husband, Meena felt delighted at heart. She at once rose and went where Girija was. At the sight of Uma, tears rushed to her eyes, and she affectionately took the girl in her lap. Again and again she hugged the child. Her voice was choked with emotion, and she found herself tongue-tied. The mother of the universe, the all-knowing Bhavani, then spoke the following soft words, which brought delight to her mother. Abba jau tumhahi sutta paranehu, tau asa jai sikhavanu dehu, karai so tapu jehi milahi mahesu, ana upaya namitihi kalesu. Narada Bachana Sargabha Sahetu Sundara Sabha Gunanidhi Prasaketu Asa Bichari Tumha Tajahu Asamka Sabahi Bhati Samkaru Akalam Ka Suni Pati Bachana Harashi Manamahi Gai Turata Iti Girija Pahi Umahi Bilo Kinayana Pare Pari Sahita Saneha Goda Baitari Barahi baraleti uralai gada 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 kamtana kachu kahijai Jagata matu sabagya bhavani Matu sukhada boli mridu bani. Listen, mother, I relate to you a vision which I saw. A handsome and fair-complexioned noble Brahmana gave me the following exhortation. Sunahi matu maidika asa sapana sunavautohi Sundara Gaura Subhi Prabara Asa Upadeseu Mohi. Recognizing the truth of Narada's words, go and practice austerity. O mountain maid, the idea has commenced itself to your father and mother as well. Austerity is conducive to the joy and puts an end to sorrow and evils. By virtue of penance, the Creator creates the universe. By virtue of penance, Vishnu protects the whole world. By virtue of penance, Shambhu brings about dissolution. By virtue of penance, again, Sesha, the serpent god, bears the burden of the earth on his head, and in fact the entire creation rests on penance. Bhavani, bearing this in mind, go and practice austerity. Hearing these words, the mother was filled with wonder. She sent for Himalaya and communicated the vision to him. Consoling her parents in many ways, Uma set out for penance in a joyous mood. Her loving household and parents felt miserable, and none could speak a word. Kahi jai tapu saila kumai Narada kahaso satya bichari Mato pitahi punyaha mata bhava Tapu sukha brada dukha dosha nasava Tapa balarachai prapamcho bidhata Tapabala Vishnu Sakala Jagatrata Tapabala Sambhukarahi Samghara Tapabala Seshudharai Mahibari Tapa adhara sabha srishti bhavani Karahi jai tapu asa jiya jani Sunata bachana bisamita mahyatari Sapana sunayo girihi hakari Matu pitahi bahubidhi samujai Chali uma tapahita harasai Priya parivara pita arumata Bhaye Kala Mukha Avanabhata. The sage Vedashira then came and consoled them all. They were comforted when they heard of the glory of Parvati. Vedashira Muni Aitaba Sabahi Kaha Sumujahi Parabati Mahima Sonata Rahe Prabodhai Pai. Cherishing in her heart the feet of her Lord, the feet of her dear Lord, Uma went to the forest and began her penance. Her delicate frame was little fit for austerities, yet she renounced all luxuries, fixing her mind on the feet of her Lord. Her devotion to the feet of her Lord presented a new phase every day, and she got so absorbed in penance that she lost all consciousness of her body. For 1,000 years she lived on roots and fruits alone, while for another 100 years she subsisted on vegetables. For some days her only sustenance was water and air, while for a few days she observed a rigorous fast. For 3,000 years she maintained herself on the withered leaves of the Bela tree that dropped on the ground. Footnote for Bela. The Bela tree, Aigla marmelos, is especially sacred to Shiva. The Bela tree. Back to the text. Finally, she gave up even dry leaves. Uma then came to be known by the name of Aparna, living without leaves. Seeing her body emaciated through self-mortification, the deep voice of Brahma, the Creator, resounded through the heavens. Uradhari Uma Pranapati Charana Jai Bipina Lagita Pukarana Ati Sukumarana Tanu Tapa Jogu Pati Pada Sumiri Jata Jeu Sabu Bogu Nita Nava Charana Upaja Anuraga Bisari Deha Tapahi Manolega Sambeta Sahasa Mula Palakai Sagu Kai Satabarasha Gaveai Kachudina Bojanubari Bhattasya Kiet Katina Kachudina Upabasa Bela Patimahi Paraisukai Tinhi Sahasa Sambata Soikai Puni Parihare Sukhaneu Parana Umahi Namo Tababayo Aparana Dekhi Umahi Tapakin Hasarira Brahmagira Bhai Gagana Gabira